Alright, so I'm honing my cylinder, well, I should say deglazing my cylinders, and I figured I'd make a video on it. So, how do you do this? Well, first of all, first thing you should notice is this was one that has not been touched, and I don't know if you can see the existing crosshatch pattern, but essentially, when you have a hone tool like this, and the end result should have a crosshatch pattern that is very similar to that. So basically, like this. And you can kind of see how the angle of this crosshatch pattern is very similar to the one like this. So how do you do this? Well, things you need: WD-40, a drill, this $15 or $25 hone tool thing, a bucket of water, and some paper towels. So first thing you do is you put the camera right here. I don't know if you can see any of the rest of this shit, but whatever. Put the drill down, take WD-40 and paper towel, and spray it inside and wipe it down. So that's good to go. Next thing you do is you take your WD-40 and you lightly coat the stones of the hone tool. And I put plastic down so any drips will be caught. This process is kind of messy, so oops. And also to note, I have not tightened this spring. This spring is exactly how it was when I got it, and it seems to work just fine. Next thing that you do is you insert the hone tool into the cylinder wall. You take your WD-40, you start spinning, and then you spray some WD-40 in there, put it over here, and now you just go ham for a while. You do this for a good long time, and this is the first run on this particular cylinder wall, so this one's going to be quite dirty, and you can go a little bit faster because you're trying to break all that shit off. Put a little bit more in here, and go up and down a whole bunch of times. And once you start to hear squeaking, that means that you need to add some more WD-40. Go for a little bit more, and pull it out. And then with your bucket of water, what you do is, because you have all this sanding dust and shit on these sanding stones, you need to get it off before you put it in for another round. Put it in here, rinse it off, and that will get yourself the sanding stones clean. Then take a paper towel, wipe this up a little bit. And you can kind of see that we barely even scratched the surface. Still have quite a ways to go before it starts to look like that. As you can see, I've done the other ones. And basically, you just repeat that process a bunch of times. And once it starts to get to look more like this, then you want to slow down the tempo or the rotation speed of the drill, then go up and down. So I'll come back to you once I have knocked more of this wall off, and I'll show you that. Just for frame of reference, this is kind of what it's going to look like. Back and forth for a good long while. So make sure you don't go in too far, because in this engine block there's actually oil squirters down there, and I do not have the correct socket to take them out. So I'm just very careful not to go too far, and you just do this for quite a while and repeat. To clarify, I literally just pulled this out, and you can see all that black shit. That's likely surface dust or metal fragments that have been broken off due to the sanding. And also you can kind of see a little bit on here. So again, That's why it's very important to wash your tool each time that you use it, so that every time that you do it, you're getting a fresh sanding surface, because you don't want to have continuous fragments just grinding the surface. You want the actual stones to do the job. Alright, so now that we've kind of gotten down to the surface that we want, now it's time to go slower and up and down to get that cross-hatching pattern more defined. So we'll just go at a nice slow speed here and kind of just do this for a couple of times. I'll probably do this like 2 more times after I do this time. But basically you just do this for a while and rinse and repeat. So we'll come back to you when I finish the last one. Right. So I don't know if you can see, but there is indeed a crosshatch pattern in each one of these cylinders. So keep in mind, I'm no professional. I don't do this for a living. But as a, if you see something that I did wrong, you can go ahead and point it out if you want. But from watching other people and just as a mechanical engineer and what I've learned, this here should be good enough for what I'm trying to do here. So there you have it.